Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is x.o.x.o. If you're new here, please do not forget to hit the subscription button. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. Gang, like period. Okay, and if you're coming back here and subscribed, or what are you doing, baby? Hit the subscription button. It's free. It's not gonna cost you anything. So today we are gonna be talking about five financial things I learned in my 20s. And please note that whatever I say in this video, it's not financial advice because I'm not authorized to give financial advice. It is just things that I learned. Maybe you can learn one thing or two. Yes. Number one, it is time to get comfortable talking about finances. Okay, it is time to be comfortable talking about finances with your friends, with your parents, with your co-workers, because you might find that co-workers, another person you might be doing the same job, but that person is getting paid more than you. Or maybe you might find that when you talk to somebody, they talk like me. I'm a bulk buyer. I buy in bulks, especially my toiletry. I hate going to the store, discount, clicks, wherever to go and buy toiletry every month. I hate that. So I'm a bulk buyer and I save a lot. I save a lot by buying in bulks, and I can plan my things correctly. Let's say, for instance, if you earn 5k, ne? Or 6k or 10k or 20k or 30k or 50k, whatever amount that you earn, right? You can plan properly and you can be able to have saving goals and all of those things. So talking about money helps, and you can learn a lot from other people, Yeah, so be comfortable talking about money. I know it's an uncomfortable thing. Like me and my best friend, we talk about money like it's a normal conversation. Like I know how much she earns, she knows how much I earn. Like we talk about money. Like it's not a hoo-ha, It's not that topic where you're like, no, we don't talk about that. We talk about everything, okay? About money. Like we talk about everything. Even if I found a good deal, I'd be like, Clicks has this, you can buy 3 for how much? Pick and pay whatever, what way, njani, So talk about finances. It's gonna help you a lot, and you will realize other mistakes that you're doing, because if you because money is no longer a taboo, guys. Like let's just talk about money. I don't get it why other people are so uncomfortable about talking about money. Like I know there are people who don't want to talk. Okay, and also I know that other people ask you how much you earn to put you on a certain level of respect or disrespect. I know that I'm not talking about those type of people. I'm talking about people who genuinely care about you, who genuinely care about, who love you, who you guys love each other. I'm talking about those people. You can talk about money with those people. I'm not talking about those shady ones who, when they hear that, oh, you're earning this amount, oh, that means I should not respect you or do whatever, or talk to you in a certain way or look down on you. No, I'm not talking about this, because there are those people who do that. There are those people who do that. And you know them. Some of them are your friends. But asikolapur. Buy a house before you buy a car, okay? Buy a house before you buy a car. Let me tell you something. Buying a property, it's way difficult than buying a car. There's a lot of options, and salesperson can manipulate for you to get a car which you don't qualify for. There are balloon payments, there are those things, and also talking about money helps, because you will realize that buying a car on balloon payment is not a good move. It's not a good move. It's not. I mean, you can talk about it and try to justify it, but it's not. I don't recommend it personally. I don't recommend it. I've spoken to people who've bought cars in balloon payments. Kuyanyiwa lapho. So yeah, and yeah, I said buy a house before you buy a car, because buying a house it's difficult, especially if you have a permanent job, or you're getting a salary nyana e bona, like even if you're not getting a salary e bona, like, especially if you're paying rent, your rent will. But I'm not okay. I digress. Let me take this statement back. You can rent for as long as you want to. You buy a house when you want to buy it. So yeah, but what I'm saying is buy a house or an apartment before you buy a car, because when you buy a house, they do the calculations. Baby girl, they can reject you from buying that place because you have a car. Your car is maybe 4,000. You are earning 10,000. Let's say make an example with 10,000. Your car is 4,000. you wanna buy a house that you need to pay 3.5. I think that they say that you need to be it needs to be 3% of your income, or 30% of your income. 30% of your income. That's the house you qualify for. So if you earn 10,000, you can qualify for a house that a house and apartment that you pay 3,000. I stand to be corrected. That's what I heard. That's what I was told by an agent, and a real estate agent, and all of those things. Maybe he lied to me, maybe it's not true, maybe it's true. I don't know. Do anything you want to do with the information. But what I'm saying is, buy a house before you buy a car, because buying a house is difficult. People have been rejected. You see that, guys. I qualify for this house, I can afford it. It's not that I can't afford it, but the rules that are put in place for you to be able to buy it, it's so difficult. It's so restricted. So do yourself a favor. Even if you don't buy a house, your dream house, you might start with an apartment. I mean, an apartment in a good place, good location. You can rent it out when you want to buy a house, So buy a house before you buy a car. You will thank me later. There's a lot of benefits in that. You know what? When you really, really want to buy a house, now you have a car, you're paying a car, and then now you want to get a house, and they're like, no, you can't afford it. And you're like, but I'm paying rent already of that amount, or even less than that amount. But they're like, no. Plus, getting a rental, it's not as difficult as buying. Like, buying a house is difficult. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. Like, getting a property, it is difficult. So make sure that your finances are spot on. And also, the next thing that I want to talk about is credit score. And also, even when you buy a house, they look at your credit score, because when they give you an interest rate of your property, they're going to look at your credit score. So please, guys, credit score, you can check your credit score. You can register with, I think it's Clear. I will put the name here, the logo of it. Please register there, or maybe I'll put the link. If I can put the link in the description, I'll put the link in the description of Clear, or you can just Google it, register there, check your credit score. And also, just because your credit score is bad now, or you are a bad dad, or you are written off, or all of those things, you can fix your credit score, right? You can fix your credit score. One thing that you need to do if your credit score is bad, number one, get those credits that you didn't pay, that you left unpaid and all. Get them, pay them. Pay all of them and start fixing your credit score. Start fixing your credit score, like getting credit, and pay on time. And guys, please stop missing payments on your accounts. Stop missing payments on your account. Please pay your account on time. Stop missing those, because it affects your credit score. It really does affect your credit score. And when you grow up, you realize that your credit score can make you or break you. Do you know that they can reject you for that car? Oh, yeah, but the car, salesmen know how to. But a property, they will, just because of that Edgar's account that you didn't pay long time, or that Justine account that you left long time ago, or that Sportsin account that you didn't pay 2-3 years back, or that Telkom you didn't, you're like, I took the phone, I'm owning the phone, I'm not paying them, it will catch up with you when you want to buy a property, or you want to do something in your credit score. And also making sure that your credit score is in good condition, you have a good credit score, and all of those things is going to help you a lot when you are getting credit. Because if your credit score is good, you get less interest rates, especially with cars and properties and all of those things, right? So please, credit score is very, very important. Very, very important. You can build your credit score. Do you know that even when you open a Justine or Avon account, it builds up your credit score? Get that Sportsin account and pay it on time. Gradually paid on time, and get a credit that you can afford to pay. Stop getting things just because they say, you qualify for a credit card of 100,000, and you're like, yes, I'm taking the 100,000, and the next thing you don't pay it back. Get things that you can afford. Stick to, guys, know what you can afford and what you cannot afford. Be honest with yourself and start having honest conversations about your finances. Be honest with yourself and understand the type of spender you are. Understand what triggers you to spend money. I know when I'm downhill, like I'm emotional, all of those things, I'm an emotional spender. So I know when I'm emotional, I need to keep my card far. My credit card needs to be very, very far from me, because I'm gonna swipe and never stop swiping. So yeah, and also guys, please pay all of your accounts on time. And if you see that you cannot afford that installment, you can contact the creditor and speak to them and be like, I can't afford to pay 350, can you please decrease it to 200 every month and increase the time? Maybe they said you need to pay 350 for 12 months. You can be like, okay, can I please pay 200 for 2 years, or whatever the case, or 1 year 6 months, and all of that. Creditors are always like, don't be afraid to, don't stop ignoring the calls when they, guys, ignoring the calls when the creditors are calling you, it's not going to help you in any way. It's not going to help you in any, if you think that you blocking the Mr. Price because you didn't pay it is going to benefit you, it's not going to benefit you in any way. It's only going to harm your credit score. So just answer that call, speak to that person, agree on an amount that you can afford to pay. Even if you say that, they won't say no. Even if you say, I can afford to pay 50 rand every month, can I please pay 50 rand every month until I finish? They would never say no. As long as you can reach an agreement, speak to your creditors, man. Those people are not your enemies. Just work with them, answer the call, speak, do arrangements, stop leaving that account just because you say, hey, I can't afford it, so I'm not going to pay it. And all. It's going to catch up with you, and it's not going to be nice. It's not going to be nice. It is not going to be nice. When other kids, when they are buying properties, they are getting 8% interest rate, or 9% or 10%. When your interest rate comes here, you're getting 15%. Or when you are buying a car, you are getting 15-20%. Other people are paying less than that percentage. Please, your credit score is very, very important. It's your best friend, actually, when it comes to finances. Credit score is stop missing those little accounts, Ben. Stop it. It's not cute. Honestly, it's not cute. It is not cute. Learn all the tax codes. Okay, learn all the tax codes. You are missing out on deductions, especially if you're a small business or you are a person who just got employed. Do you know that if you have worked in a job, like there's a tax, what do they call it? Tax period, tax whatever, where we pay tax and all of those things, where you need to file your what lab. Do you know that if you haven't worked in a place for 12 months,
Okay, I'm gonna try and explain this. Okay, I'm gonna try and explain this how I understand it.
if you've been working in a place for like less than 12 months, and that comes at a time where you have to file for your tax, ne? For less than 12 months, you've been employed in that place. Do you know that taxman SARS owes you money because they've been deducting pay as you earn for, like, you've worked there for 12 months and you haven't, so they need to give you that money back. So learn the tax codes, okay? Learn the tax code, learn the deductions, man. Learn those things, bruh. And also talk to your employer. Talk to your employer where you are employed. You might be missing on benefits because there are other companies that have subsidies, house subsidies, medical subsidies, all of those subsidies that you might not know, if you might not know of because you never asked. Ask them. You might find that your company has those things that they can assist you with. Ask, speak to them, ask questions. Go to HR and have a conversation and ask them that what am I missing? You might find, because other companies, the housing allowance, if you don't own a house, you forfeit it. Even if you are renting, you forfeit that housing allowance. Others you can save. You don't even know. Other departments you can save. You might be saving that subsidy and all of those things, and it's gonna help you when you buy a place. So speak to your HR. Have conversation with your HR. Don't be scared of those people. Don't be scared of those people. I've spoken about, use your debt to pay for debts. Oh my God, this one, it blew my mind. It blew my mind, right? Let's say, for instance, when you start off with your credit score is bad, ne? They give you high interest rates, ne? And then you are fixing it. While you are fixing it, you can take out money with a less interest rate to pay those old ones off, and then you have a new credit that has less interest rate. That is how you can use your debt to pay for debts, right? And you'll be paying less than you could have paid if you sticked with that credit or account in a high interest. So do that. What came to my mind? Something came to my mind. Okay, but I don't know what it is. So those are the 5 things. Use your debt to pay for debts. buy a house before you buy a car. Learn all the tax codes you are missing on deduction. Be comfortable speaking about finances with your friends. Credit score is very, very important. Make it your best friend. Please register with Clear Score. And before you buy a property, get that I think it's called, I will put the name here, where they can do an assessment of how much you can afford for houses, right? How much you can afford for houses. And then when you look for a house or apartment or whatever, you know which range to look at. Also, when you're buying a house, there's a subsidy called the government subsidy. If you're earning from 3,000 to 22,000, if you're earning between those amounts, you qualify for a flip subsidy. They give you a little bit of money to help you maybe afford for that house that you want. You might find that you want to buy a property worth 500,000, but you only qualify for like 480,000. Flips can help you with that 20,000 depending on your salary. They have a whole tables and all of that. You can call them. I'll put their numbers here. Put their numbers here. You can call them, inquire about it, or go to the flips and ask. And so that is all that I wanted to say. I hope you can share your financial things that you learn in your 20s or 30s or 40s, all of those things down below, and we can discuss. I love you guys so much. I hope this was educational. If you have any questions, just ask. I'm gonna answer them. Just ask. Don't be shy. I'm not a rude person, and I see that you guys are not commenting on my videos. I don't know why. Others be talking to me on WhatsApp, on Instagram, like we'll be having a full-blown conversation, and I'm just like, why didn't you ask on my YouTube? I could have done a video about it and all of those things. But don't be shy to comment. I'm a very nice person. I'm not a very rude person. As long as you're nice to me, I'm very nice to you. Pela me, I'm that type of person. When you go low, I can go lower, but if you go high, I can go higher, you know. So I love you guys so much. Don't forget to subscribe, and I can't wait to see you on my next video. Love you guys. Bye. Oh, one thing that I remember, I said there's something that I forgot. I wanted to say that stop borrowing your friends, family, whoever money. Stop borrowing people money. Stop borrowing people money. Don't do it. No matter how sad the story is, don't borrow anybody money. Stop borrowing people money. There's a bank for a reason. That person must go to the bank and ask money from the bank. Go borrow money at the bank. You are not a bank. Yeah. Especially if that person means a lot to you. Don't borrow them money. No matter how sad the story is. Don't do it. Don't borrow them money. Don't do it. Oh, don't do it. You will end up losing valuable friendships or relationships because you borrowed that people money. And stop taking loans out on for your boyfriends or girlfriends or friends. Stop doing that. Don't borrow them money. Don't take accounts for them. Don't take loans for them. Don't take a phone contract for your friends and whatever. Hey, don't do it. I remember there was a sister/cousin that I asked to take a phone contract for me because I was like, I can pay it. But I'm glad she said no. I'm glad she said no. Because who knows, what if I didn't pay it? Because at that time, I was making money, Justine, but man, I was unemployed that time. Like I had other things to do. So I'm glad that she said no. So please guys, don't make yourself a bank. You're not a bank. If that person wants to borrow money, they must go to the bank and borrow money there. You are not a bank. Don't borrow your friends, family, money, boyfriend. Don't. Don't. If you're not parents, but when you borrow them money, just make peace that you are giving them your money. You are not borrowing them, because 99.9%, 99.99999, they're not going to bring it back. Once you start talking about the topic of when are you bringing my money back, they'll be like, I raised you, I took you to school. Hey, mera, give me my money. You said you are borrowing. Don't do it. Just always be the broke one. Nah, I'm broke, guys. I don't have money. I'm broke. When you come for me, ask me, I don't have it. I'm broke. Don't have it. No matter how sad your story is, I'll be like, sorry, Shem. It must be hard, ne? It's a moyoko banking, Shem. Maybe banka ikaho too. So it's banka. And guys, listen, Machoni said no. Don't do it. Machoni said no. Don't do it. Machoni said no, guys. Those people are dangerous. Most of them are dangerous. Don't do it. When you want to borrow money, go to the bank. Go to the bank and always have a savings. Always have a savings, or if you don't have a savings, have a credit card, so that when you have an emergency, there's money that could help you out, because anything can happen at any given time, especially if you live far from home. Especially, imagine if, okay, maybe I'm gonna make an example of, if something happened to your parent, maybe they collapse or they need to go to the doctor or whatever the case might be, you can be able to go there, go home, take care of them. Or if it's a funeral, you can go to the funeral, because funerals don't call to say that we are coming. No, it just happens. So make sure you have money somewhere, even if it's not money, like credit. Especially, that's why your credit score is very important, because if your credit score is good, you can just go to the bank and ask them, please, can you please give me a credit card, or please give me an instant loan and whatever. And guys, please stop taking those instant loans. Don't do it unless if you're going to be doing something useful, not just for fun. Okay, Danko, thank you, bye, love you guys.